Hi everyone, it's Kids Make YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. So I will be doing Brayden Sier's play range videos for season 2021. Now if you're returning Cavs Magpies, welcome, like and comment. But if you're new to the channel watching this for the first time, like, comment and subscribe. Brayden's had a tough year for Collingwood. Realistically, in now this team form, I think he got hard done by, and if I can say that about him. And I thought when he played really well in VFL, you would have thought that he's pushing down. Playing the kids probably hasn't helped that in any shape or form. So I'll go straight into it. So I'll read through the stats because he hasn't played many games this year. So the Bulldogs game, he had 9 disposals, no marks, 4 tackles. The Carlton game, he's had 16 disposals, 1 mark, 3 tackles. The Brisbane game, he had 20, 2 marks and 2 tackles. As well, the Giants, he had 6 disposals, no marks, 3 tackles. I don't know if he was a sub or not for that. I think he may have, or might have played out for the whole game. So I'm not going to be rough on that end, because you have to go back to that Giants game and you got to really have a look on what he was, because if he played out the whole game, he had 6 disposals. Probably not looking good. But if he was a medical sub, which sometimes that is the case, some of these players that it does feel like a long time ago as well. He did kick a goal against Brisbane. The West Coast game, he had 10 disposals, 3 marks, 0 tackles. 21 disposals against Cats, 9 marks, 3 tackles, and 4 disposals, 1 mark, 4 tackles. So he's a raging bull when it comes to that. And the way that I do see that, and I'll go through the stats of this year compared to last year, is that he's been on the list for a while now, and he really needs to start shining that craft and really trying to push now. I know that reports are that Collingwood told him that that's it in the space of you're not going to get a contract for next season. I thought the same thing. I thought there was one player I reckon that would have gone. It would have been Brayden Sier, and the opportunities that he's had. Although he was unlucky in a couple of the games, I really thought that you have to play him. But then again, I'm not inside the 4 walls of a footy club, so I really don't know what would have happened with that. So this year, 7 games obviously to 1 goal compared to 3 last year and 1 goal. 12.3 disposals per game compared to 17.3. 2.3 marks per game compared to 1.3. And tackles is 2.7 compared to 3.3. And that tells me as well that he's a bull. So he does like to tackle. And I think with that, the sense of, well, what are we going to expect from him? Are we going to expect some form? Are we going to expect him to finally show up? His disposals efficiencies are down. I think in the VFL he's been playing a lot better. But other than that, I really don't sense the worrying of how the hell we're going to fix this issue. Personal opinion, I think he needs to go to another club. Perhaps maybe get that opportunity. It's a kick in the butt for him, because he needs to start taking this probably more seriously. And the fact is, if you want to push hard for a game, you're going to have to do it and try and push these kids out. And you really got to shine the opportunities. As we've seen in some of the games, I think it may have been a medical sub. Look, I've got nothing against that. but it's what you do for the whole game or when you're on. Like, your role is to, obviously, you're a midfielder, so you should be getting the ball on top of that. And I think that's the most frustrating thing for him, is that he can't really get much of a game. For the ratings out of 10, I'm going to have to give him a 4. The VFL he's played well enough to probably get in. I thought he might have been stiff, but some of the games that he has played, he hasn't really shown much. I'm not talking about the Giants game in particular, like to not being able to like tackle when you've been on, and what your role is as well. And that does make it so frustrating as a fan, because you want to see him improve as well. What I expect for next year, I didn't talk about the Jordan Roughhead thing, but I think probably about the same for Jordan. He's got 1 or 2 years left. For Brayden Sier, I think he'll be at a new club. I don't think he'll be at Collingwood. I thought that after the season is done, perhaps maybe that is a potential way. I don't think it's at Collingwood. I think he needs to improve. He's more of an inside bull, so he needs to probably have more tackles in the game and really lift up his disposals as well, and really trying to get into it as much as he can, because the one thing that we do know when you're playing AFL football, there's a lot of difference between having 25 disposals, 4 marks and 4 tackles, but you got to back that up in the AFL level. And I think that's what the coaches are seeing in him as well, Buckley including that, and Robert Harvey, is that being 24 years old, you think it's time for him to actually step up and take it by the scruff of the neck and really look to have that opportunity to really play AFL football. And it's a kick in the butt, and this is a real serious business with the AFL players, because you're not in the game for a long period of time. You know, you can play you may not play a game in your first couple seasons, and then you might get delisted, and you hope that you get picked up by another club if you're not getting that opportunity. And some players don't get that opportunity to play AFL football because either the kids are in front of them or they're playing too many senior players, and which is forcing players to having to leave. So that does not help the situation as much as possible. So what I do think what will happen is I think that he will be going to another club. Other than that, let me know what you think, guys. Like, comment and subscribe. If I'm being too harsh, if I'm being spot on the money, let me know as usual, because this is a great way to communicate with you guys and really get that sense of what it's like to have you guys there to help me out with this, because it's not just a one person wrecking machine for sure. But until then, like, comment and subscribe. Go the Mighty Pies. Fuck, I'm feeling great for next season. There's so many emotions going through me right now. Hopefully when we can go back to the games, when I can go and have the opportunity watching the boys train, I can see what they're doing and how we're going to play under Craig himself. But until then, bye for now.